Now the cry of the children of Israel went up unto the Lord their God, because they had no more confidence, for all their enemies had compassed them round about, and had crushed them, and there was no way to escape out from among them. Thus were they shut up unto the Lord their God, and the cry of the people ascended unto heaven. Then all the high places, and hills, and the tops of the mountains were shaken, and trembled, and the valleys were opened, and they were made low before him, and the Lord passed by, and the great and mighty sound was in the mountains, and the hills clapped their hands together, and the rocks poured out water as a river, and the torrents of waters did flow from every side, and the cloudy rained down hailstones, and the water of the sea was mighty. And thus were the children of Israel brought low at that time. Then all the wives and women of the children of Israel, and their children, and their cattle, and every stranger and hireling and their servants bought with money, put sackcloth upon their loins. Thus every man and women, and the little children, and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, fell before the temple, and cast ashes upon their heads, and spread out their sackcloth before the face of the Lord. Also they put sackcloth about the altar, and cried to the God of Israel all with one consent earnestly, that he would not give their children for a prey, and their wives for a spoil, and the cities of their inheritance to destruction, and the sanctuary to profanation and reproach, and for the nations to rejoice at. So God heard their prayers, and looked upon their afflictions, for the people fasted many days in all Judea and Jerusalem before the sanctuary of the Lord Almighty. And Joachim the high priest, and all the priests that stood before the Lord, and they which ministered unto the Lord, had their loins girt with sackcloth, and offered the daily burnt offerings, with the vows and free gifts of the people, and had ashes on their mitres, and cried unto the Lord with all their power, that he would look upon all the house of Israel graciously.